I would like to talk to you if you happen to have any information that you want to give. I own this show, this company, and it's me. I only answer to me. I have partners along the way of Premier Radio Networks and The Blaze, but I can do what I want. And my wife, this is the only time she's ever told me no on things. She does not want me involved on these border stories. And we have talked about it, and we have cried for the families, and she is like, there's only so much you can do, and no. But this story is not about the children on the border. This story is about the drug cartels on the other side. We cannot empower them. We are giving them, just from this border crisis, $180 million a year. Plus everything else that they're smuggling through. We are handing our cities, we are handing these children over to the drug cartels. And we can solve this. You just must secure the border and then say, let's have an orderly way. Look, I understand. If I were in Mexico and my town was run by a drug cartel and everybody's being killed in the streets and it's bad. I mean, do you remember the pictures we got? We had a reporter send us pictures where and there were several of them, where they were bowling with human heads, where there was a road into this one town where they were actually crucifying people on the sides of the road to let you know exactly what happens to those who stand against it. It is, America must know what it is empowering. And politics are going to get too many people killed. I have done work to try to stop the sex trade. It is an abomination what happens to these children. Remember, there is nothing. Tell me where Jesus gets really pissy. It's people profiting off of the temple and also children. You might as well have a millstone around your neck and thrown to the bottom of the sea. He's very clear. What's happening, we know about. But nobody, I shouldn't say we know about, I know about. The people in the media know it. They just won't say it, and they won't look into it. They won't follow. And the people who are living in these border towns, they are afraid, rightfully so, they are afraid for their life. We're never going to solve this if we keep making this about politics, and we're not telling you the real story. This is not about children. As I said, if I lived in Mexico and my town was being run, I would do the same thing they're doing. Even if it was just one of my children, go. In my wife's family, Uncle Leo came here from Italy because they thought the entire family was going to be wiped out. And so he was sent here because he was born in America on a vacation. So he was an American citizen. He was 16 years old, all by himself, dumped into New York City. Why would you do that as a parent? Can you imagine doing that? Because the whole family they thought was going to be wiped out. And the only safe place for the family was America. So don't tell me you wouldn't do this if the situation were reversed. But we have to have a humane way to do it and an orderly way to do it. And we must secure the borders first. I don't know how we reach our friends because now everything is about politics. Everything. How is it that when they're screening the jury up in Minneapolis for the case that's opening today, the what's his name? George Floyd case. How is it that the jury is asked by both the prosecution and the defense questions about COVID? What does that have to do with this case? Because they were covert questions to find out if you were liberal or conservative. How can a disease become political? Everything is. If we truly care, we can't make this about politics. We have to pursue the truth. Too many people are not interested in that. They don't care about the cages that these kids are in right now. And can we stop calling them kids? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are little kids, but they're also like a lot of them 15-year-old boys, 15, 16.
Even Biden said the overwhelming majority are 15, 16, 17-year-olds.
Right. And those aren't children. Yes, they are. I mean, I have a 16-year-old son. I don't want him mistreated and I don't want him in, but these are being sent for a reason. Let's stop with all of the things that are trying to play on our hearts and give our heart a chance to actually embrace the things that are dangerous and are true. I don't know exactly what I'm asking you for other than your prayers and your support. But if you live on the border, if you're a sheriff, if you feel like nobody is listening to you, if you have things that need to be shared, you need to show what's really happening, I'm listening.